This is Lisa with Queen Bee Creations, and I'm here today to show you how to make this really cute baby dresser card. It uses the side step fold that I'm going to show you how to do here today, and then the Something for Baby stamp set by Stampin Up. So we're going to start out with a standard card base, 8.5 by 11 by then cut in half and scored in half. So I ended up with 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then I took my ruler and I'm going to make the steps on the side 2.75 inches. So I've measured over and I've made little marks. And then the cut on the side, if you notice from the PDF, is going to be from 1 inch up to 6 3/8. And so I've kind of put little marks there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my Stampin' trimmer. And as you can see, I've got the blades marked, 1 cuts, 1 scores. So I put little initials on there. I'm going to line this up inside. Let's make it a little easier for you. Let's come this way, because the measurements are also on the ruler that's in here. So if I start out this way, I put my pencil line down the middle. That's kind of where I want to cut. We're going to come down here. We're going to start at 1 inch. So I'm going to put the blade right here at 1 inch. I hope you can see that. I've got the mark there, so I'm pressing down now, and I'm cutting up to 6 3/8. So that's going to be my side step fold. Then I like to be a little more exact with my scoring, and so I'm going to bring in the Stampin' score, and we're going to place this in here, and I'm going to just kind of guide myself down the 1 inch line, and at this pencil mark I'm going to start scoring. Then we're going to look for the 2 inch line. Then I'm going to start scoring down here. Oh, shoot. There it is. And then we're going to go 3 1/8. And then the 6 3/8. So now we have our folds and the cut in the middle. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold down and up, and down and up. And that's going to give us our side steps. And you can play with the folds a little more. Every time I'm filming, I get a little more nervous and make a few more mistakes, but you know that's how that goes. Then I've made my little drawer fronts. Now the drawer fronts are made out just from, this is pink pirouette, and here I have rose red. And I've put the little candy dots on there in white as my doorknobs, or drawer knobs. And then I'm just going to use some snail, and we're going to adhere those to the front of the card. Now normally what I'll do is I'll put this one, and then I'll put, oh, let's make our legs. Almost forgot that step. For the legs, I'm using our decorative label punch. And I'm going to line it up in the bottom, and I'm going to kind of try to center it. Let's say about there. So that's going to give us our dresser legs. So then I was saying we're going to take the bottom drawer and put that on next. And the reason I do it this way is because I want to get even spacing between the drawers. And I don't know, if I start just coming down from the top, one way or the other, there's too much room. So I find if I put the top and the bottom and then do the center, then I just have to center here and I just split the difference. It's the best way I've found to get them centered. You know, maybe you'll find something better for you, little pencil marks, something, I don't know. But this works for me. Like I said, I had just taken, and I'll have the measurements for all the little pieces on my blog. You'll make sure to go over to queenbeecreations.net if you didn't come from there and take a look. I'm going to use my piercing tool to just pick up my candy dots and center them where I want them. When I had centered these, I had put the pieces of cardstock close together and then kind of just eyeballed to make sure that they were lined up. But when I pick these up, one of the things that will make them not stick is the oils from the back of my hands. And so I find that if I just pick them up with this and set them, I'm more exact and they stick better. Again, just a little something I picked up from working with them. Then I'm going to put the bottom drawer over here. And then I used our Something for Baby set, and I went and, you know, stamped the little shirt, and I stamped a little sock, and then a little bib. And then when it was time to do the stroller, the ducky, and the little stacking toy, I wanted multiple colors. And this is one of my favorite things to do is, you know, that things can look stamped. I don't know, the old-fashioned way that we remember it when they're just the solid colors. I think they look a little bit stepped up to have multiple colors, and that's where these fabulous markers come in. And we've got the Stampin' Right markers that are thin on one end and thick on the other end. And then so you have the fine point for writing with is the side with the fine line. On the other side, it's a little thicker line, a little thicker brush. We call these brush markers. And because I can turn my stamp over and I can apply the ink directly to the back of the stamp, and that way I can choose where I want my colors. And so I can put more than one color onto one stamp. So I'm just going to color on the back of this. I kind of drag from the side. These nibs on these things are kind of sensitive, so you don't want to push, you know, too hard on them. And I figure if I go from the side, it's more gentle and I'm not destroying my tips. After that, I kind of go, I don't know if you can hear that, I kind of huff on it and it re-moistens the ink. And then I can stamp, and there I have my multiple colored image. And then, because this is the Something for Baby stamp set, we have the baby framelits that go along with it. So every one of these, I didn't have to fussy cut. I just placed them on my Big Shot with the magnetic platform, and it cut them all out perfectly for me. Then I'm using the glue dots to place those pieces onto my card. So the best way I have for using these is you just kind of peel back, reveal a few of the little dots, and then I stick the item to the dot, and as you can see, it sticks to the back of this. And so then I can just move it right over here to my card, place that on there. Oh, that might be a little low. And it's good and stuck, so we'll leave it. You might want to, you know, like I said, eyeball it a little better. We'll take the shirt. Let's see. Put the shirt on the next one. I'm just kind of randomly placing the little baby items. I love the little stacking toy in the multicolors. That's one of my favorites. It looks so much more realistic than if I just stamped it in one color. Then I'm going to just take and tuck behind so that it looks like these things are popping out of the drawers like they would be in the baby's room. And there you have it. There's your card. Like I said, see on this one, I put the baby's stroller up a little higher on this one. I think I like that a little better. But, you know, play around with it. Have fun. I'm sure you'll find something that'll work just perfect for your little mom-to-be. Thanks a lot. Make sure to go back to the website and get all your measurements. queenbeecreations.net. Thanks for joining me.